Shavua Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Shekalim. We're up to Perek Hey, Mishnah Hey. Today's Mishnayot should be Leilun Nishmat, Neria ben Svetlana, Aranbai, and Eliyahu ben Burcha Israelov, Minuchatam Began Eden, Amen. The Mishnah discusses someone who loses his token before receiving his Nesachim. Mi she'avad mimenu chotamo, mamtinin lo ad ha'erev. If someone lost his token, they would have him wait until the evening when Yohanan and Achia would make their daily accounting. If upon counting the money they found a surplus extra equal to the value of his lost token, notnimlo, they would give him the nesachim he had bought, since this shows that his claim was valid. For example, if he lost a token labeled calf and the surplus, the extra, is equal to the amount he would have paid for nesachim to accompany a cattle offering, it is proof that he is telling the truth. V'im lav lo ayalo. But if they did not find a surplus in that amount, he would not have any nesachim given to him because he could not prove that he had paid for them. The Mishnah concludes, V'shem hayom katuv alein mipnei haramayin. And the name of the day was written on the tokens. For example, the day of the week, the day of the month, and the month were written on the tokens. So, for example, first day of the week, 1st of Nisan, one would not be able to use the token at a later date unless the day and the date coincided again, which was an uncommon occurrence. And the Mishnah says the reason is because of the swindlers who would otherwise have used the tokens improperly at a later date. And the Rav explains, a dishonest person might have paid for nesachim when prices were low and then saved his token until prices rose. He would then have brought the token to Achia and received nesachim, which because prices had risen, the temple would have purchased for more money than this person had paid originally, and in this way swindlers would have caused the temple to lose money. That is in Rabotai Mishnah Hey. Mishnah Vav now describes 2 rooms in the temple, each of which was used to store a particular kind of donation. There were 2 chambers in the temple for special donations. Achat lishkat chashaim, one called the chamber of the discreet, literally chamber of the secret ones, for contributions given quietly and taken secretly. The achat lishkat hakelim, and one called the chamber of the utensils. Lishkat chashaim, the chamber of the discreet, was used for the following purpose. Sin-fearing people would discreetly place donations in it, and poor people who were from prominent families and therefore especially embarrassed by their need for charity would be discreetly supported from donations placed in it, allowing them to receive charity without any public shame. Now the poor would take what they needed from the chamber without having to interact with those who had donated the money. This fulfills the highest form of charity, which is to give in such a manner that the poor do not know who helped them, and those who give do not know who receives their help, as the Rambam writes in Ilchot Matnot Aniyim, chapter 10, Halacha 8. Lishkat hakelim, the chamber of the utensils, was used for the following purpose. Kol mishu minadev kli zolko letocha. Anyone who wished to donate a utensil to the temple would throw it into the chamber. And once every 30 days, the treasurers would open the chamber and examine the utensils that had been donated. Any utensil that they found useful for the upkeep of the temple, such as an axe or hammer, they would leave it as it was and use it in the temple. And the other utensils which were not useful in the temple would be sold for their value. And the proceeds would go to the chamber of the temple upkeep, where the funds for the upkeep of the temple were kept. And that is in Rabotai today's Mishna Yomi. Everybody should have a Shavua Tov. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.